Hey guys, I'm Natalia. I'm with Mom's Dish. Today we are making peach galette. Peaches are in season right now, but you can make this recipe with any of your favorite fruits. First we're gonna do is make the dough. It is so easy to make and it just needs a little bit of chill time, so we're gonna start with that. We combine the dry ingredients together, which is really cold flour and some salt. Most people would use a food processor for this step. I actually don't own a food processor right now, so I'm just gonna use a grater and I'll show you a great tip how to grate butter into the flour very easily. Just coat the butter into the flour and then grate it on the larger side of the grater and keep doing it as you're grating. You wanna make sure that the butter stays cold because you don't want it to melt. So we're gonna spread this out in the flour and keep doing it as we go. Now we're gonna combine all the wet ingredients together in a separate dish. All we need is egg, some water, and vinegar. Okay, and now we combine everything together and mix everything in. Just fold it in. If the dough is gonna be too dry, you can add a little bit more water, but as you work the dough, it should combine all the flour into the dough. And it can be crumbly, that's a good thing. And work quick so the butter doesn't melt. What you need to do is actually chill the dough for about 30 minutes. So what I like to do is just dump this out on a plastic wrap. Then we're gonna shape it into a disc. There we go. Just wrap it around and just form it into like a round shape, flat round shape. Let this chill. As the dough is resting, you wanna create your filling for the peach galette. So what I'm gonna do is actually slice up some peaches, and I actually leave the skin on. You can remove the skin. I love the skin. I think it adds like an extra texture and a layer to it. I wanna add the dry ingredients to the peaches. So we have sugar, cornstarch, and some cinnamon. Now that the dough is chill, we're gonna flour our working surface and remove the dough from the plastic wrap and roll it out. What you can do is actually roll this out on a parchment paper, but I like to be complicated and just move it later. So now we're gonna move it to a baking sheet. So here's a trick. Most people will probably make a beautiful design out of this. I just personally just dump it out and just spread it out. Because you know, we're moms, we have no time to make things with beautiful designs, as long as they taste good. We're gonna flatten this out. So we're just gonna fold over the edges like this and tuck it in. If there are any holes like this, you just wanna pinch it together so the juices don't come out. They're probably gonna come out, but that's fine. You secure as much as you can and just pinch and go around, just like this. We're gonna crack this egg and whisk it up. We're gonna use this egg to brush the edges, and then it's gonna sprinkle up some sugar on top, and we're ready to bake. Now we're gonna pop this in a preheated oven of 425 for about 20 minutes or until it's nice and crispy and golden on the outside.